try appearing with an attractive young coworker, although that doesn't always help with... Moscow earlier this week.
I'm in. Seems pretty quiet.
It is a listening post. The CIA's upstairs, and they probably haven't... Mike, careful. They probably haven't started the movie.
I can hear him. He must be right outside. No way am I getting past him without him spotting me.
Mike, it looks like the third floor camera is being run by a demo console on the second floor. If you can find it, you can loop the feed and sneak past. Mike,
I'll think of something.
Mike, stop it! American agents.
So am I. That's not stopping them. This ought to do the trick.
What are you doing? Mike, don't kill them. There's got to be another way.
Saving the scare. A little something I learned in third period science. Accessing the database. Downloading the software.
All right. Receiving. We're good.
Listening in on the listening post. Gotta love this job.
A source within the VCI branch office doing a search for your profile. Although they've got the height wrong.
Can you get a timestamp on when the search was started and the workstation?
Good idea.
Also, it's possible the VCI doors require fobs to access them. See if you can get an ID badge number from the office.
It looks like the analyst isn't doing it on company time. I have the workstation called up. It's using the workstation Parker used while he was undercover as a Halbeck contractor.
What?
The ID on the badge used to access the office is a Madison St. James.
What's her role at the company?
A full background check may take some time, but from skimming her dossier, she looks like a new employee.
Got a picture?
Calling it up now. Attractive. Recognize her?
No, I think I'd remember. But if she's tied to Marburg, I think we've got a way to get to him after all. I think I just got salmonella by looking at this place.
Gotta keep the public from dropping in for a cone.
So why even put this place in the back of a gelato shop? Is this an excuse to justify a $5 billion a year ice cream budget?
Actually, the refrigeration equipment a shop like this uses is perfect for keeping a server bank cool.
And no one bats an eye when a gelato shop buys a big walk-in cooler.
Okay. You'll need to come up with a good reason to be here. Looks like they're scheduled for server maintenance and security upgrades this month. That might get you in.
We're all professional agents. I'm sure we can come to an agreement.
I hope so. Remember, if the post is compromised, they'll shut it down, and we'll lose our access. You'll also need to give the correct handshake code to identify yourself as an agent.
Secret handshakes? What are we, the Shriners?
It's a specific passphrase that rotates on a monthly basis. You give the correct phrase, they give the correct response, and you both know everything's on the level.
So what's the code?
Tell them that the Adirondacks are beautiful this time of year. They should respond with, yes, but the Alps are lovely all year long.
Got it. Let's see if anybody's home.
Can I help you?
I'm here to fix the computers.
We don't have a problem with the computer.
I hear the Adirondacks are beautiful this time of year.
I don't like the mountains. And you're here to fix the computers.
He didn't give the response phrase. Something's wrong.
Yeah. Say, about those Adirondacks.
I told you I don't like mountains. Come on. I'll show you the computers.
That's not the response phrase. Stay on guard, Mike. If my code is out of date, they might suspect you're not on the level.
So, my friend, what do you need?
You can shut up and let me work.
What the hell just happened?
I'm on a deadline. No time to jump through hoops. I'm gonna patch into their computer and get out of here before the cops show up. I'll be in touch.
You in place?
Yep. Got a good view of the estate where this meeting is supposed to take place. What now?
Alvara's our target. He's supposed to be here tonight.
I brought this right. But what's the deal with the skull?
It can transmit images to me in real time. Aim at someone, and I'll run their picture through the database. See if we get a match. The longer you focus on a target, the quicker I can make an ID. The ID is all I need.
Target's a skull.
That's your call. If you decide to shoot, just make sure you don't do it if the target's inside of a camera or another person. We don't know who Alvara's meeting, so taking anyone else out may have repercussions, depending on who your friends are. Owns a sports car dealership in Naples. Does a lot of international business, but no criminal record. Not our guy. Roman artist. Made a name for himself last year with a controversial exhibit in Paris. Some local juvenile offenses, but otherwise he's clean. Not our target. A nobody.
Set it right. Moving up to the next position. In position.
All right, let's begin. Spanish celebrity talk show host. He's a known meth user, but nothing related to financing terrorists or arms smuggling. Well, she's a little underdressed.
Definitely a cold night from the looks of it.
All right, Mike. Security guard. He's clean. Private security. Ex-special forces. Not our man. But definitely a professional. He planned and led the assault that took back the hijacked British jet last year.
I remember reading about that. Should I get an autograph from him?
Dutch flower baron. He's suspected of dipping into the drug trade. But that's all I've got. Nothing really incriminating.
I'm in position overlooking the chateau. A lot of guests tonight.
I see. Mike, be very...
Careful, I know. I don't want a mob after me before we have time.
He's a curator for one of the museums in town. His latest exhibit on the Crusades has drawn some fire, but otherwise is clean. An American novelist. He's got a bestseller right now on corporate involvement in the Middle East. I'm waiting for the movie. Anyway, nothing on him. He's a cop in Rome. Must be planning as a bodyguard for one of these guys. Immigrated to France from the West Bank about 10 years ago and serves on the board of directors for the Christian Islamic Confederation. He's practically a saint. Keep looking. That's Albara. That's him. Hold on. A lot of State Department and Interpol records. State Department says he's dirty. Interpol says his finances are legitimate, though. And
How do I take him out?
none of these State Department records are sourced. I can't tell where they came from or when. Best I can tell, their intel was added to his sheet a few months before he left for Saudi Arabia.
What's the number about some?
I don't know. I'd say yes. But I might be wrong. You can take him out or we can abort. It's up to you. I hope you're right. If not,
What's that beeping noise? no sign of our mysterious Halbeck contact yet.
Maybe he stood you up.
I don't know. Something feels wrong.
Well, stay alert. I'm starting to trust your instincts.
Switch off your transmitter. If you reach for your gun, one of my men will put a bullet in your skull.
Let me guess. This was your tape.
Don't make me repeat myself. You've made an effort to broadcast your arrival in Rome. Why?
I'm here to find out what Halbeck is doing in Rome and their ties to Al-Samad.
And what led you to believe that Halbeck has any interests in Rome or Al-Samad?
Are you denying that either one is true?
I do not believe you would have come here without evidence.
Or what makes you think that?
You aren't here in an official capacity. You are operating under Alpha Protocol.
Interesting. Considering the program's secret, I would have expected you to say traitor, unless you have insider knowledge.
If you think you're the first to be abandoned by your government, you would be wrong. You are Michael Thornton, an American citizen, but you have traveled extensively since birth. A known freelancer.
I'm an operative now. After Saudi, I had to change my 5-year plan. I'm guessing you're here to confirm the file you have on me. Anything else you need to check?
Reports place you as someone loyal to your country and who believes in carrying their missions through.
Is that so odd?
In today's day and age, yes. But not to me. And you were the one who crossed paths with a German mercenary in Moscow. Z.
I get around. And she was a little insistent we get together.
I am not surprised. She is a mercenary, but hardly professional or discreet, it seems.
Have you two had dealings before?
Contract disputes only.
So you know a great deal about me, and I know who you are. You're Leyland's right-hand man, his lackey, toady, henchman. And you wear those gloves to keep the blood off your hands. I've read your dossier. You've lived a full life. Kuwait, South Africa, that oil refinery explosion in Moscow. It's like a concert tour with you.
Considering how public your actions have been in Rome and how many CIA and NSA agents you've killed, I think you're hardly in a place to lecture me. In less than a day's time, you have already managed to cause me considerable inconvenience. Now, tell me what you're doing here.
Looking to kill every Halbeck stooge I can find and crush this get-rich-quick scheme you corporate drones have planned. You're a smart guy. How do you think this is going to turn out for you? Me, I already have a pretty good idea. What I don't understand, though, is why we're talking at all, unless keeping me alive is important for some reason.
I have orders, and I am a cautious person.
Well, we're done talking, so you can go fuck off now.
I expected that reaction. I believe you have nowhere to go for help. In that situation, it is a rare man who goes to his enemy's door. So, yes, this is a social call. A warning. You have proven yourself capable, but pursuing this course of action will not serve you any longer. Go underground, hide, but stay out of our way.
Or else what?
Or people you care about will start to die. We know you've been in contact with one of your fellow agents. That contact will die if you persist, and then we will kill you.
I'm alone. I'm not in contact with anyone. Certainly not the agency that cast me out.
Your denial just adds to the evidence.
So we're done here. I leave Rome, leave you to your plan, and that's it.
Yes. What you do next is up to you, but there are only two immediate choices. Leave, you live. Stay, you die.
You don't seem like the corporate stooge type. In fact, you seem like someone who doesn't take orders at all, especially from someone like Leyland.
Are you questioning my loyalty?
I am, but not in the way you think. I've read your dossier. From where I'm standing, it doesn't seem like Halbeck's any better than the governments that you've served with. In fact, they're like a government unto themselves, and if you think for a second that they give a rat's ass about their employees, then you're twice the fool. Do you seriously think they wouldn't leave you out to dry if they had to?
Your attention to detail and history borders on obsessive. You may live through this after all. Leave Rome. If we see each other again, it will be this time. You weren't hard to find in Rome, you know. After that debacle at the CIA listening post, the reports of what happened in that gelato shop, the shooting outside of Rome, that poor professor taking that bullet like that. Finding you was easy.
I could say the same. I didn't expect a face-to-face meeting.
And that's when you and Mr. Marburg met up and had lunch.
When we talked, he had a lot to say about Halbeck and some suggestions about my involvement with your corporation.
Really? I can rarely get 3 words from the man.
Well, feel free to have him threaten you whenever you get tired of listening to yourself.
I'd be curious to hear more, and your first impression of Mr. Marburg. What did you discuss?
Oh, we laughed, we cried, we had a grand old time. That Marburg, he can do a killer impression of you.
He described you as a man of your word. Patriotic, I believe, also came into the conversation. But Mr. Marburg was not always the best judge of character. Nor does he instill much loyalty in employees. Speaking of which, this woman entered the picture not long after your meeting with Marburg. She was in our office in Rome. Madison, I believe.
Yes.
I always wondered, did you ever regret getting her into this?
It wasn't my choice.
Oh, right. In the end, it was.
We may have a problem. The VCI employee I mentioned before, Madison, I think she's going to act.
What do you mean, now?
She's calling the operator and asking for you by name.
She can't be working for Marburg, unless this is a trap. Who is she calling?
The city directory. And maybe the police next. If she does...
Can you intercept the call? Redirect it?
What? Why?
I want to know why she's looking for me.
Okay, let me patch her through. Operator?
Miss St. James?
Hello? Yes, is this the operator?
No, Miss St. James. This is Michael Thornton.
Oh, thank God. Mr. Thornton, please, you have to listen to me.
I don't believe we've met before. How do you know my name and why are you calling?
I have reason to believe your life is in danger. I know it sounds crazy, but...
You don't say.
I don't want to discuss the details over the phone. This line may be tapped. She is a sharp one. But it's important I speak to you immediately. Is there someplace we can meet?
I have an apartment here in Rome. We could meet here if you'd like. It's a beautiful view.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. If they're watching me, that might lead them to you.
Well, if it makes you feel better, send me an address and I'll meet up with you.
I know a restaurant in the area. We should be able to talk without being interrupted.
Sounds nice.
It's not far. 15 minutes?
Looking forward to it.
Thank you for meeting me, Mr. Thornton.
Mike, or Michael is fine. So what's this about someone trying to kill me?
I work for the Veteran Combat Initiative, VCI. They're a global military contractor. My boss, Mr. Marburg, I think he's involved in something illegal. So I checked it out, and your name came up several times in our database.
And you just happened to come across this information?
Yes. Mr. Thornton, I don't think he meant for me to see it, but in my position...
So he just left this out accidentally for you to find. I find that hard to believe.
Mr. Thornton, I don't know what you're implying, but I came here to help you.
We'll see. Where is this information anyway? If you're telling the truth, then it's evidence.
I don't have it on me.
What a surprise. So I just have to go on your word then.
Mr. Thornton, I'm not sure what to do next. Go to the authorities? Is there someone I should notify, or...
Miss St. James, I shouldn't have accepted your call. It's possible Marburg is watching you, along with other employees.
Then what do I do?
I believe your boss is involved in illegal weapon trafficking, and I'm concerned with what he intends to do with those weapons, especially after that plane was struck down in the Middle East.
What? Oh my god, I didn't realize.
Marburg and I aren't the best of friends, and I need to know what he has planned. If you help me, what do you want in return?
Want? I don't want anything. I just don't want to see anyone die.
You're just doing this to help me then? No one suggested it? No cryptic email, no file with my name and picture accidentally left on your desk to seek me out?
No, not at all.
I need those files. Are they in the VCI branch office?
I don't know what you're looking for, but the VCI office in Rome isn't Marburg's personal office. He does most of his work off-site, or when he travels.
But he's here now, so where would he store the information while in Rome?
He has a villa. I've been there several times. If the files exist, I'm guessing they'd be there.
Along with Marburg.
Yes.
Give me the address. Can you get me in?
What?
Passcodes, details on the security system, anything would be helpful.
I can give you the address, but that other information...
Trust me, if you can get me into the mansion, I'll get the information, and then your boss goes away for good.
Mr. Thornton, Marburg is... I've never seen him angry, but everything about him... He's a dangerous man to cross.
I'll protect you. If he gets by me, then no one can protect you.
All right. Mr. Thornton, I trust you. If I can help you, I will. I can get you the address to the villa, and the names of the files you need to search for.
Then that's all I need. Come with me. Narcissist much?
Thornton, my apologies for relieving you of your weapons. But after that incident with the CIA listening post, I'm sure you understand. This conversation is over.
I guess that's that. No, I just need my gear. Mina, do you read me?
I'm here, Mike. Are you inside?
Yeah, but they've got me locked in. Can you override the security systems?
No, I can't patch through to security. I'm sorry, Mike.
Would Madison or Z know the layout?
It depends who you want to help you out, Mike. I can patch Madison through, or I can stay on the line. Just say the word.
Actually, I was thinking about bringing in the big guns.
What? Are you serious?
Absolutely. She doesn't have any love for Marburg, and if there's anyone who knows VCI tech and Marburg's tactics, it's her.
All right, Mike. It's your call. I'll transmit the frequency for her to use. Setting up the channel now. Good luck, Mike.
Darling, and how are we? Enjoying Italy?
Oh, my jaw hurts a bit. One of Marburg's goons took a cheap shot at me.
And what happened to him, I wonder?
Well, I beat the shit out of him. Nothing personal, I just don't like getting hit.
And that is why I have such affection for you, Michael.
Alright, now I need to find my gear if I hope to get out of here.
Be careful, Michael. Conrad will have them close by. They are
Nice bust.
Thank you, darling.
I said bust, not a pair of cruise missiles.
Going to check over on it in 10 minutes. Perimeter sweep ASAP.
The area you're in, I think there
Got a present for you. Uploading the information now.
Receiving. Sure is a lot of security.
And that's that.
Anything on the news?
Everything? No. I think we will need more than that.
But I don't know what happened in Moscow. There was someone there, a man. Thornton,
Enough about this Thornton already. He's dead. Dead in Saudi Arabia. What about the shipments? I thought you made sure we weren't being...
Russians. What the hell are they doing? Ship somewhere. Almost done, but I want to know who they were torturing. Let me ID him and then I'm out of here.
All right, but hurry. Mike, you've got less than a minute.
Got an ID and some papers he had on him.
Good. Now get Mike, get out of there. They're almost outside the warehouse. They're pulling up now. No, just get out of there.
Mike?
Huh? Oh. Sorry, long day.
I imagine. I saw what happened at the warehouse on the news. There wasn't any reports of you being taken into custody, though, so I wasn't sure what had happened.
They spotted me at the warehouse, so I had to think quickly. I got the intel I needed, but it made getting out a lot harder.
Are you hurt?
No, just need to get my second wind. I have to travel in the morning anyway if I want to find out what's going on in the ruins.
I noticed you had medical supplies in the cabinet. If you want, I could...
I'd appreciate that. I'm starting to forget what it's like not to be shot at. Got more scars than skin now.
You look fine. They must all be under the shirt.
Guess I heal fast, along with the good skin. Thank my mother for that. You should get some sleep medicine.
I saw what happened at the warehouse on the news. There wasn't any reports of you being taken into custody, though.
Alright, I'm at the ruins.
And the bike?
It's close by. It's a nice ride. Looks like Alcimon was right. One of their cells is operating here.
Trying to take in all the sights I see.
Good to see how the renovations are going. Don't need these munitions finding their way into Rome. Better destroy them while I'm here. What is this place? So, you majored in architecture.
No. Ancient Roman plumbing. Your signal is breaking up a little, Mike.
Must be the ghosts down here.
Are you in the catacombs?
Yeah, not for much longer. Don't want to make any corpses. Like this if Halbeck fucks it up.
You and me both.
So, I just stand here and wait?
Now you know how I feel. Just make sure nothing interferes with the station until I finish the trace. Then?
Then? What then? We've got trouble, don't we?
Protect the trace, Mike. If we lose it now...
Don't worry, they're not getting anywhere near it.
Mike, what did you do?
Erasing my tracks and weapons.
On the news. At least you had your shooting gallery escapade outside the city limits.
I accomplished the mission. That's all you need to know.
That covers the warehouse and the Pompeii ruins. With those two leads, is there any clue as to what Marburg is up to? We don't have anything else to go on.
I found an Alcimod communications array in the ruins and some weapon caches. I'm not sure what the weapons were going to be used for, but maybe if I do another pass through what I found at the warehouse.
There's got to be some connection. We just have to take a step back, see what the connection is.
Marburg was able to get the munitions into the country through Alcimod, but the warehouse was the destination of the bombs.
He wasn't planning to destroy the warehouse, though, right? Was he planning to store the bombs there, use them later in Rome?
That doesn't make much sense. The warehouse was on the outskirts of Rome. There's plenty of other storage areas he could have used.
So there was something special about that warehouse. Its inventory, it's mostly art and museum pieces, right?
I could call up the inventory and see if there's any possible name or location connection.
Were any of the warehouse pieces outbound through customs? Maybe he was smuggling weapons and art pieces.
I doubt it. It looks like the pieces were intended for a museum in the city. Although... Wait, no. Some of the pieces had already been shipped out.
To where? I used to work part-time in restoration in one of the museums. I may be able to help. It's actually part of the reason Marburg hired me, I think.
Marburg hired you because you used to work at a museum?
Yeah, the Museum of Art in Rome. I think they have an exhibit on the Crusades showcase there now. What's wrong?
Some of the pieces in that warehouse. I'm certain they were from that museum.
He's going to bomb the museum. But why?
I have no idea, but that's his target. I need to get there before he does. I'm in the museum.
Mike, I just picked something up on the cameras. It's Marburg's men. They have Madison.
Damn it. Is there anyone in the museum?
It's normal hours. A few tour groups, security guards. It's a light day for tourists. But that's still a lot of people if the bomb goes off.
I won't let it happen.
Mike, you need to hurry.
Why? What's going on?
Marburg's men are attacking the security guards. Security's outnumbered. It'll be slaughtered.
Agent Thornton, you made it. Good. That makes things interesting. We have Madison. She's being held in the west wing of the museum. My men have orders to execute her.
That where your bombs are too?
No, the bombs are with me at the Crusades exhibit. You won't have time to reach both. Either way, someone dies.
You're right about that, Marburg. Why don't you stay put? I'll be right there.
Left or right, Thornton? Your choice. Madison, or coming after me and the bombs. There's not time for both.
Mike, Madison. She's in the wing to your left, but the bombs are in the wing to the right.
Which way should I go?
I don't know, Mike. You'll have to make the call. But I don't think Marburg is bluffing. Mike, they've sealed off the entrance to the other wing.
Guess there's only one way to...
Mike, I'm picking up some interference on the channel. And judging from the frequencies, there's some proximity mines near your location.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's over. Let her go.
Do as he says. Deus Vult. You brought it on her.
You psychopathic son of a bitch.
Enough of this.
Kill him!
disposal and obsolete.
It beats being dead. You'll know all about that in a minute.
I think you'll see Miss St. James before I do, Thornton.
Keep talking. Lets me know where to shoot.
Enough of this.
Damn it, he's getting away.
There's nothing you can do now, Mike. Get out of there. There'll be another time.
So you chose Rome. I underestimated you. Marburg did not. He said you were a pragmatist, that you would carry out your mission.
I couldn't let the bombing happen.
I hope you don't blame me for her death. Marburg wanted you to save her. Not out of any emotional tie, mind you. For him, it was business. A shame. But you can't save everyone, Michael. If I had been in your shoes, I don't know what I would have done.
Stopping you took precedence. It was my fault she was there, but I couldn't let you go through with your bombing.
Indeed. After Saudi Arabia, I always thought your mission came first. That's what made you so useful.
It was useless. Stopping that bombing, it wouldn't have benefited you.
Really? That's because you have a very narrow view of events.
With someone obsessed with corporate profits over world stability, I'd say your narrow view trumps mine.
I can't expect you to keep up with every news report. I have an entire division devoted to it, plus my agent. The bombing was intended to reorganize terrorist legislation in the European Union.
So what? How does that benefit you?
The reorganization was to benefit Helbeck. Surveillance, airport screening tech, weapons. Mr. Marburg's little crusade in Rome was to remind Europe what fear is.
So you killed Madison for profit?
No, Mike, you did. You brought her into this mess. You had her take you to Marburg despite the risks, and then you failed to protect her. Blame me all you want, but step back and think about it. You must have thought about it. When it was all over, you were the big hero, saved all of Rome. When things were quiet, no one shooting at you, no bombs. What did you think about then?
Operator? Hello?
Or else what? When people you care about will start to die.
A terrorist attack on the ruins of Corsule was thwarted today by an undisclosed branch of Italian. House in the Apria district.
This is it? After Rome and Moscow, I was expecting something a little more upscale.
Stop being a smartass and go use the shower.
Shower? Oh, this is one of those secret agent hidden entrance things, isn't it?
Well, it was until you started talking about it.
I stand corrected. This is a hell of an operations center. I'll be able to do some real good here.
I'm glad you like it. Now that you've made it to Taipei, what are your plans?
Priority 1 is to find out more about this assassination attempt.
Agreed. How are you going to go about it?
I've got 3 leads to start with. This Stephen Heck guy seems like he knows what's going on in Taipei. He might be able to answer some questions.
Be careful, Mike. I've checked my databanks, and I can't find any evidence that Stephen Heck has ever worked for the CIA.
I'll be on my guard. There's also that anomalous data trail from Shahid's system. Any luck tracing it down?
I managed to follow it back to a place in the warehouse district. I'm forwarding the address to you now. What's the final lead?
Simple. Follow the money. Shahid was funneling large amounts of money to a front corporation for the White Oak Mountain Triad. I think I can persuade them to tell me why.
Sounds like you've got everything figured out.
That's just the kind of guy I am.
Just be careful.
Always.